All right, we are live.
All right.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 478. Tonight, I'm here with Alex,
Yo, good to see you guys.
James Babb,
Yo.
and special guest Quincy has returned to the show. Thanks for coming on, man.
Man,
Show
what the
favorite.
fuck do you want? No, bullshit. What's up, y'all?
Oh, man. So, Alex, you shared this video of, what's his face? Hornberger.
Yeah. So
I'm interested to watch this.
so this was Clint was hosting this Georgia debate just recently. I guess LP Georgia just had their convention, and I watched a little bit of it because it took place 2 weeks ago, and there was little clips here and there, but finally LP Georgia released the docs. But this was a response that we'll watch this little clip here, but I think this might be the end of the road for him. So
All right, let's see.
Our job is to lead America to liberty. And we do that by making the case for liberty. And the only case for liberty in healthcare is separating healthcare in the state the way our ancestors separated church and state.
Yeah, real quick, you said
Very
you wanted to bring our vision to a higher level. I think it's very challenging to do so if we don't have the truth as to what transpired during that era. And it seems as if you're diminishing it to the point of it not even being relevant. What is your actual perspective as to what transpired?
I couldn't disagree with you more. It's irrelevant how it developed. If
What is he
you
talking
make
about?
the case for the
COVID.
separation of healthcare in the states, then everybody makes his own healthcare decisions. The state plays no role in this.
A crime has been committed, you want no investigation.
Oh, if a crime's committed, of course.
So you don't believe a crime was committed?
I don't know.
Who are these people grilling him?
I'm sorry?
Have you looked into this at all?
Not in any detail.
So Clint, those were the hosts of the debate. But the fact that it's 2024 and you haven't looked into COVID, the origins, anything, you have no opinion on COVID. You're just like separation of healthcare and state. And it's like, it's 2024, Jacob. Like we just lived under medical tyranny, and that's all you got. That's what you have. Like that's your only answer.
I mean, it's definitely not the best answer, but why was he under fire from these hosts? Like, it sounded like he was getting grilled by some statist motherfuckers. I mean,
well, they were great. No, they were grilling everybody on like their, but the fact that like you don't have a legit response to the COVID regime.
Well, wait, I feel like we're missing context on that video. Did he answer a previous question wrong, like differently? Like, why were they accusing him of not going after Fauci? Did
Just
he
the
say
fact that
like
he never thought of it? Like he's never like the origins of it, the fact that this came from a lab, like none of it. Like the fact that
they were. Are you sure that's what they were talking about?
Yeah, that's
I didn't
pretty
get
much
that from the video.
Well, I mean that was what you missed. You missed the one segment where he's just like, where Clint, or I think he mentioned like, well, what about the origins of it or that? And he's like, I don't know, like the fact. I think, and I watched a little bit of the debate. His career, it's over for him. He seems like
Jacob should definitely be watching more punk rock libertarians. I mean, so he can know that it was bio research that was released on the unsuspecting public, and it's been a lie ever since, and a massive cover up for pharma profits, and one of the greatest like civil rights crises, or maybe one of the greatest crimes committed in my lifetime. Right, that's how I would maybe describe it. Right, like. The excess deaths, it's like, where do you stop with it? But
and to respond with, I haven't thought about it. Like what the fuck? Really? Where have you been, man?
He said, have you thought about it? What did he really mean? I don't think he was just saying, have you thought about where COVID came from? He was saying there was something more specific. I couldn't quite understand it on the video, though. Maybe play it again.
That's what I'm saying. There seems to be something that happened prior to this line of questioning that is missing here.
Our job is to lead America to liberty. And we do that by making the case for liberty. And the only case for liberty in healthcare is separating healthcare in the state the way our ancestors separated church and state.
Very good point.
You said that you wanted to bring our vision to a higher level. I think it's very challenging to do so if we don't have the truth as to what transpired during that era. And it seems as if you're diminishing it to the point of it not even being relevant. What is your actual perspective as to what transpired?
I couldn't disagree with you more. It's irrelevant how it's
Irrelevant
developed. If you
how it's
make the
developed.
case for the separation of healthcare in the states, then everybody makes his own healthcare decisions. The state plays no role in this.
A crime has been committed, you want no investigation.
Oh, if a crime's committed, of course.
So you don't believe a crime was committed?
I don't know.
So
I
have
don't
you
know.
looked into this at all?
I'm sorry?
Have you looked into this at all?
Not in any detail.
You know, I don't think it's the big gotcha that the theme music presents itself as.
Yeah.
Jacob is making the perfect libertarian argument without trying to fight it in the weeds, you know, of details. Separation of healthcare and state is the core issue, and whatever else is going on, that is the primary point. And I think that's what he was trying to make, you know, without getting sidetracked into a debate about, like, I don't know. Not everybody.
Yeah, I mean, as a
everybody's
president,
like us that
as a
feeds
president,
on this stuff.
As a president, it's not like you could bring charges against Fauci. That's like the Department of Justice or like class action lawsuit. Like, what is the libertarian president going to do about it?
Send
Shoot him in
about
the
it?
face. Just
Executive
basically
order.
shoot him in the face.
Challenge him to a
call
duel?
defense.
Just
By
Nah,
executive
just
order?
saying.
I don't know.
Libertarian president would just post his home address and be like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, shout out to
Awesome.
Spots for his work. That was a great clip. Oh, here's Jason Rink says Babs is an OG. That is a fact. Thanks for tuning in, Jason.
At least definitely old and grizzled. Is
old
that what that
old
stands for?
geezer.
Old
Lord
geezer.
have mercy.
So Quincy, what were
just
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Man, your tax dollars at work. That's what I thought right there.
Yeah.
As a prime example of your tax dollars at work, if you didn't study it, why the fuck are you talking about it? Like, I get the whole, separation of healthcare and state and everything, but he kind of come off looking shaky, baby.
He did seem a bit rattled though, and I think it's because he was under you could tell he didn't have just opponents and his fellow candidates. He had hostile interviewers, right? And I think there was another issue that I had heard about where they were trying to come down on him for wanting to abolish Social Security or something like that. They're like, and maybe that's a good format, right? Like, put our candidates up against statist douchebags and see how they handle the hot seat, right? Like, if that's the test, okay, maybe he needs a little more work on, on how to handle, we should get him in here with like Kyle or some statists to practice with,
It's just
Reckenwald.
for me, it's a little out of touch. It's like it's 2024, and you have no thoughts about the past 4 years we've lived. What have you been up to?
I don't think that's not what he meant at all, right? I think he's like no. Did he look into the lab leak hypothesis? I mean, how could you not, right? But
Yeah.
Here's a guy that's also, he spends his time to, he's made like 60 videos on the JFK assassination, right? Like, he's still working in the previous generation's conspiracies. He hasn't even made it up to 9/11 yet. There's no way,
Wait, he has JFK videos? I didn't know this.
Oh my God, he's like done huge amounts of research into it, and
So what does he think? What does he think?
I haven't watched 60 videos on this. I'm not that.
He doesn't have like a overarching thesis,
Like a Cliff Notes version.
Like the CIA did it, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, right on.
Plant-based.
There's so many, there's so many details, so many things about the official narrative that are wrong. It's hard to know where to begin.
Plant-based. He wants to abolish Social Security without paying anyone anything. Well, he's not getting the senior vote, so he's not getting the boomer vote. Sorry, boomers. You're
Not
fucked.
a single one.
Oh.
I just thought he was kind of a prick at the Rage Against the War Machine thing, but
Yeah, dude, I kind of foisted him on you. He came out, I was like, "Hey, Jacob."
yeah,
He came by.
I mean, he was nice
But-
enough to stop by, but he wasn't very fun to talk to. But either way.
I'm dying to get him on the show with Rectenwald. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to have a border debate, but I think that's
throwdown.
and that was brought up. That was brought up in this debate too. I watched a little bit of it last night, and he's 100% unequivocally open borders. And Toad, our buddy Toad, who we had on a couple weeks ago, was in the debate, and he was just rocking a Tower Gang baseball jersey with his hat backward with no shoes, and was just like kind of, I don't know. I guess Toad was playing the role of like, are you in touch with what's going on right now in reality? Like, you can claim open borders, but what we're living under right now is like, this is not the time to have like philosophic, libertarian, like purist.
I think it's exactly the right time, right?
We're going to talk about my borders.
People going to need the libertarian solution to get them through this bullshit. They're getting the statist solution from all sides. It's up to the libertarians to hold the line and to help.
That's what I'm saying. What is the point? What is the point of just sounding like a Republican?
Well, it's not
like,
sounding
like
a Republican.
if you're gonna have the same position as a Republican, then just let the Republicans say it. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right in the moment or whatever. You know, pragmatically speaking, like maybe you're right, but like let the Republican talk about that. Let the Libertarian come in and say, we're focused on the wrong thing here. We shouldn't be focused on the border. We should be focused on what's causing people to want to cross the border. That's where the Libertarian needs to be talking. There's no point in him just saying the same shit that like Trump is saying.
I get that. I understand, but it's just like, it's also an out of touch. Like, there's nuance to it. There's nuance to the philosophy without being like completely like out of touch. And that just the COVID question, just kind of like, it's like, dude, you're out of touch. You're in this like libertarian, purist, philosophical bubble, and you can't speak to the philosophy in the now.
He should know that it was a lab leak.
Right.
He should know that, right? Like, we had to help him out. You know, like he really needs to go back, start listening to some punk rock libertarians. We've covered all of this, right? Like,
Quincy, you going down to the border? I heard there's that trucker rally.
Man, that shit seems sketchy and sharp as hell. Hell no.
Do you think that's like a Fed honeypot? It seems like a Fed honeypot, like a Jan 6.
Yeah. First of all, even if it was real, I'm a fucking capitalist. I got money to make. I ain't got time to be sitting at the border eating tacos and honking the horn. Bitch, I got money to make. What is he talking about?
That's what I'm getting at. Like, what the fuck are the truckers like? Really? I'm gonna miss out on making money to go down to this border for this bullshit? Like
in Canada, it was a different story with their trucker rebellion. Their livelihoods couldn't make a living. Stake. They were fighting for their own freedom and economic situation.
Yeah,
this supposed trucker convoy is they're mad because the federal government's not being tyrannical enough, and they're demanding less freedom, right? So
it's for show. I've had people ask me, am I going like fuck? No, I'm not. Fuck. Only way I'm going down there is if I'm under a load and it pays a lot of money. Now, with regard to the fucking border, I'm gonna say this. With a whole lot of people breaking their back to get into America legally or illegally, maybe America isn't the shithole that liberals say that it is day in, day out. Because my thing is this here. I remember people got mad at Trump for saying shithole countries. My rebuttal is this here. If people keep saying that America is racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever the fuck. Question number one, why are people still risking life for them to get here? Yep. Question number two, what does that say about the places that they're leaving, that they're willing to come to a place that is so sexist, racist, homophobic, whatever the fuck you want to say? Maybe we're not, that much of an asshole, because if we were,
what it is it's a tribute to the CIA and how good of a job they did destabilizing their other countries to where these people would still want to come to this shithole. Like, I think the CIA just did such a good job ruining the rest of the world that they're willing to come here.
You get no argument from me. My rebuttal is this year. Nobody's breaking their back to get into Azerbaijan. Nobody's breaking their back to get into Kazakhstan or Burma.
Glorious Kazakhstan.
But they're breaking their back to get over here. We must be doing something right. We must be kicking ass. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting bombed by the
Correct.
government.
We are not getting bombed.
Shannon has a
And
good
we never
question.
will.
Shannon has a question for you there, Quincy. Are you? No.
What's the question? The
Is Quincy the
okay,
first
first
PO?
off, Shannon, I'm not a person of color. I'm black.
Yes.
And more to the point, I'm a black American. More to that point, I'm a nigga. All right, I don't do all that person of color bullshit.
Right.
How the fuck? I'm just saying, how the person of color okay, but color person is not. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck out here? I'm a black man, black America. Get me in the right situation. I'm a fucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? And more to the point, it's Black POC month. Motherfuckers talk to me nice. Ain't no goddamn POC. I'm a black American. Fuck out of here.
Dude, that is like so insulting. Like early. Okay, so yesterday.
Well, hold on. He's not the first black American on here either, because Maj was on here.
Was Maj the first? No, we've had. I'm trying to think. You have to go back.
That I can remember.
That was like back in the basement days.
Yeah,
that was back in the basement.
We definitely
days.
We definitely had. What are they called?
Black Israelites, I believe. Your people, Jared.
Yeah,
we had one of their representatives.
But we've had. It's mostly persons of no color.
I was going to say a birthing. We had birthing people before we had black Americans.
They are a wild bunch. I've talked to a few of them.
Yeah,
they're a wild bunch, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Whew.
I've
said some wild shit.
We almost had an encounter.
Them niggas, I don't know what to say, but I wish a motherfucker would call me a person of color in my face. Smack those. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm black. Right. My mama black, my daddy black, my grandmama black. Nigga, I'm black. Fuck out of here. Person of color. Okay. If you say so.
Shannon's wild. She was totally joking.
What'd she say?
She's joking. But
I didn't even see what she said.
Oh, just diversity.
Diversify my something.
Yo, diversify these nuts. How about that? Diversify these nuts.
Yeah.
It was like about that fucking DA shit, not DEA. God damn it.
DEI.
The fucking DIE. No, fuck
DEI.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. That's just the new code word for nigga or black person or some shit. It's like you see all these goddamn Republicans talking about, man, I'd be terrified if I saw a black pilot. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
A black pilot?
Because it's like it goes okay. It's like
spit it out today, Junior.
Yeah, I mean there clearly is an agenda to check boxes, which is fucking bullshit. How about like hire qualified people on meritocracy? How about that? But then like the pendulum just goes. The pendulum goes so far where it's just like it's like. Where it's like,
that person must have been.
Like,
they're like, that person.
It's like, no, how about they might be? They probably are.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is DEI the new affirmative action 2.0 or some shit? Is that it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, I'm gonna be rude.
But it extends beyond. But it extends beyond black people and goes to like transgender, queer. Would you say mentally ill?
Man, fucking Republicans be all on Twitter talking about, they want to get more black votes, and you come out and say dumb shit like this and wonder why we don't vote for you motherfuckers. Like, how you gonna mother, you know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't vote for anybody.
Shit, and then like 2 days later say they were slaves on a plantation or some other stupid ass shit. Like, the fuck?
What was it DeSantis said? They learned great life skills on the plantation.
He didn't say that, did he?
I saw that shit. I'm just
he
like,
fucking did. He literally did out in Iowa. He said like, "Oh, they learned great skills on a like." He said some goofy shit. Nikki Haley says some goofy shit.
Yeah,
wasn't it? They were asking like Nikki Haley about the Civil War or something, and she like. She was like, what were the factors that contributed to the Civil War? And she's
from South Carolina. You have no concept of the history of what happened in your own fucking state.
I'm like, first off, we know about life skills way before we came over here, motherfucker. You acting like Africa was just full of dumb niggas. No, there were kingdoms. We had farming. We had agriculture. We had banking systems. We didn't just come over here deaf, dumb, and blind, dumbasses. Like, we didn't learn
There
that
was a
shit on
huge
the
like
plantation.
Muslim
We didn't need
empire
that shit.
in Mali. I learned about recently.
Bro, my fucking shells are from Mali. These was used as currency up until about 1920 and shit, man. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Dead ass. I got them from my dad, from his dad, from his dad. You know what I mean? Like, dead ass. These things are older than America.
Are
We know
you?
about
Current
the
Is your
exchange rate.
ancestry from there?
What's
Is your
up?
ancestry from? Is your ancestry from Mali?
It's from
Do you-
that area. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
from Mali and a few other countries in West Africa. Yeah.
Nice.
Have you checked the current exchange rate on the shells to see what the what they're going for?
Don't make me jump to this fucking screen, homeboy.
Probably
Oh,
better than the Federal Reserve notes. I mean,
Better than
See how they've
Dogecoin.
held up.
How about that?
Dogecoin.
It's fucking better than Dogecoin. Or
Right.
how you say that fucking word?
Yeah, how about, I saw this meme a while ago, and it's like where some dude's like, "Hey, when washers at Home Depot cost 5 cents," and he's just like using pennies as washers. It's like modern problems require modern solutions, and he's just like using pennies for
With like
washers.
drilling holes in them.
Yeah. Like, might as well.
Wow.
It's like
Yeah.
when washers are 5 cents, might as well take these fucking pennies and make use of them.
Right.
Fuck it.
Man. So what's going on? So you got this new job
Yeah,
Quincy,
man.
you're not driving cross country like you used to.
Yeah, man. Me and my former company, like they say on The Sopranos, you're only as good as your last envelope. So they decided I was a liability. I'm like, all right, whatever the fuck. Then they got to replace me. Motherfucker stole the truck and the trailer and burned them shits.
That
I'm like-
brand new truck, dude. That truck was
That
nice.
brand new truck.
Damn, yeah.
Holy
And I'm
So-
just like, listen, I may have did some fucked up shit. I ain't never did that though. Every load got delivered. I never did that. So
That was nice. Wasn't that a 2024? Like that, because that was 2023.
Freightliner.
Yeah.
When I got it, she had 178 miles on her, and I put 100,000 miles on her in just over 6 months. We was out there hustling. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I moved on to something bigger and better. I'm doing flatbed out of Reno, Nevada. Shout out to Reno. Got a whole state of Nevada, man. I love that spot, man. Almost no traffic out there at all. Almost
Yeah.
none. And I get a
Don't-
free workout every fucking time that I work because, like I said, putting on the tarps, throwing the straps, you work up a real good sweat doing that shit. Dropping
What are
the
you
pack.
hauling nowadays?
Let's see, lumber, rebar, steel. I've done a few loads of hay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All I know about Reno is what I learned from Reno 911. Is it
Lord
pretty
have
much
mercy.
like that?
No, it is not. I would say Reno is pretty awesome. There's there's kick
Is
ass.
it a prostitution legal?
Yes, anywhere outside of Clark County, which is where Vegas is at, prostitution is legal. I've driven by the Bunny Ranch, and I'm just like, nah. First of all,
Yeah.
they're gonna charge you $1,500,
Oh man.
and I'm just
They
like,
used to have a special if you mentioned Ron Paul. They said it was like 2 for 1. Or say you said I'm pimping for Ron Paul. and
Pimping
you
for
get a 2
Paul.
for
Yeah, I
1.
remember that.
hey man, first of all, I'm spoken for. Secondly, even if I wasn't, I can get on Craigslist and give me some coochie for a lot less than $1,500. I'll tell you that goddamn much. The fuck, like, no. I'm not gonna pay $1,500.
But where's the
for some
quality? Is the
random
quality
coochie.
there?
Not from what I saw, man. It must have been the B team. It was like a Wednesday afternoon, and I'm just
They were hanging
like,
out outside.
yeah, I'm just like, I'm not like, even if I was single, I'm not paying $1,500 for that. Like,
For $1,500, maybe you could hire the B team. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum,
Listen,
bum, bum.
$1,500, I'm putting your ass to work on my flatbed, motherfucker. You washing my tires, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Organizing
I'm putting
all
you
my
to work.
tools and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna put your ass to work. Like, you ain't gotta fucking suck me, but I'm putting you to work, motherfucker, for that type of money. Seriously.
Nice.
But I will say this about Reno. there is a barbecue joint down there. No, I'm not finna get the name. Bitches ain't finna take my spot. They have smoked tri-tip as an option. I've never seen that anywhere. Not Texas, not Kansas City, the Carolinas, not Memphis. Smoked tri-tip. Fuck me. I'm in love with that shit. So much so I'm getting a smoker just so I could smoke that shit on my own when I'm home on my days off.
Nice.
God damn, that shit is so damn good.
So you're not like long hauling anymore. So you're not like all over the country like you were.
Actually, with this new company, it was kind of a hostile takeover. I'm just like, well, as long as my money stay the same, who give a fuck? We are starting to go back over the country and everything, which is fine by me because I know where all the good parking spots and food spots are at. So at some point, I don't know when, but at some point I will be back on the East Coast. We can all meet up again and go down to racers and everything and
hell yeah,
have a good time.
Nice, man. Yeah, that was a good time when we all hung out. But
Yeah.
man, that's crazy. They burned that truck. That truck was badass.
Hey, man, within like 2 weeks, my girl called me because like she worked there too. She's like, yeah, that fucking guy we hired, the fucking truck had a track on and a trailer. The fucking truck was in Portland. The trailer was in Arizona for like a week and a half. And then both of them linked up like Voltron and went out to Mississippi. Then the trackers went dead. 2 weeks later, they get a call from the from some sheriff out there in Mississippi saying, yeah, man, we found this burnt, semi tractor trailer and the trailer, and them shits is toast. Them shits is toast, and the freight was gone. And that freight was like $90,000 of freight gone.
Wow.
And I'm just like, wow, he did all that, huh? But I was the issue. Okay, yeah. Whatever. I was told that they was talk of bringing me back. I'm like, if you do, the price just went up. I promise you that goddamn much. The price just went up, but they never called.
Babs has for those listening, Babs has a Reno 911 background going on right now. Aesthetic.
Oh shit, I see that shit, you fucker.
out of in tribute to you, Quincy.
Like I said, Reno and Nevada, I'll be honest with you, Nevada is a great state if you don't want to be found. Because once you get out of Reno and Vegas, there ain't shit out there at all.
I drove.
What about Carson City?
The LP, the Libertarian Party convention was in Reno in 2022. I drove out there. It was a beautiful drive, but like you said, Quincy, it's wide open out there.
Carson City's not that bad. I've actually been to Carson City. That's another spot, like you said. It's got that small town feel to it. I know there's this one truck stop out there that serves some wicked alcohol. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna tell you one fucked up thing about Nevada. All those sporting bet apps like DraftKings and FanDuel, that shit don't work in Nevada. You got to go to the actual casinos to sign up and bet. Like, you cannot bet on your phone in Nevada.
Oh, really?
Anywhere. Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. Are you still gambling? Do you think sports ball's rigged? I don't know. Are you still out? Are you still gambling?
I mean, not now because football's about to be over. But, during college and pro football season, made a couple bets, won some, lost some. It is what it is.
I guess the casinos pretty much own the politicians, and they don't want phone gambling. Hell no.
The motherfuckers say you want to gamble, you got to bring your ass into the casino to place your bets. So I'm like, okay. I knew a workaround though. I just call my homie. No, not even on the VPN, bro. Not even then. Like total lockdown on your phone. Total.
Yeah, they check your GPS.
Exactly. So what I do is like I will make a bet, take a screenshot, send it to the homie who lives up in Buffalo. Hey man, let's bet for me real quick.
Wait,
if it lands, I'll fucking give you 10%.
You're placing bets across my state lines? Malines.
Wow. Wait,
Did you just cop to a felony?
I just got a good business idea.
Hey man,
now,
them
think
bitches,
about
hey,
this.
them bitches gotta catch me first. I'm all over the
Now
place.
think about this.
You got to
Here's
save
the
this
way
for
to
the after hours
comply.
for the Fed levels.
Yeah, you're not the
you're giving
only
away free
person
content.
I've heard to mention this problem. I know a guy in New Hampshire that literally drives his car down to Massachusetts to make online bets. Okay.
Yep.
Well, what if you're
That's
in, let's
addiction.
just say, the state with the best, whatever, like where it's the most legal, easiest to do online gambling. And I just set up a bunch of servers, right? And then where basically, if you want, you can take control of that server and operate it remotely for a small fee, right? So that computer does the transaction. You're basically just controlling a computer by remote control, and just set up an endless series of these servers, right, for every single person that wants to do it. What do you think?
That seems too big and complicated and RICO related. I tell them niggas, call your cousin in Michigan or call your cousin in Florida and set that shit up, because that sounds like some federal RICO shit. And I'm good.
They
But just
legalized
setting
it
up a
in Maryland.
computer, right? Just letting someone use your computer remotely. That doesn't have anything to do with gambling or anything. Just like, here's a computer. It's like
that's another thing.
Amazon,
Bruh, you let somebody use your
AWS.
computer, they might use your computer to do some fucked up shit. Now that shit's in your fucking name, and your paperwork is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And you the one getting a blanket party in the prison because you let old freaking Joe Bob, you know what I'm saying, use your computer to download some shitty shit and download it. I'm good. I'll just keep that shit simple.
Let's just say there might be bugs to work out, but I think in principle, this could work.
Hey, in principle, vaya con Dios. Best of luck to you, but I'm out.
We'll discuss it more on Fed level. Patreon.
Fed level. We'll get into like making bets across state lines. So any Feds out there, $1,000. We got a Fed level. We do an after hours.
We're gonna be. Our bets are gonna be crossing state lines.
Yep.
Patreon.com/punk rock libertarian.
Your coochie stink. Your booty hole frown.
Whoa.
Tell your mama quit DM me on Twitter. Go to hell.
Yep. All the things we'll get into in the after hours. Just 3 Fed notes, people. Pay $3 and you can get in. You can get into the after hours.
Pay $20
Fed
so
level.
I can get a picture of my balls.
All right, here we go. So are you ready to have your mind blown right now?
Oh wait,
heels up Harris here. Kamala, just let's get ready to get our minds blown.
Quite determined in terms of maximizing our collective understanding about how we will engage on the technology of today and what we can quickly and easily predict will be the technology over the next decades. So to maintain our position as the United States of America on this issue, it is critical that we work together to understand where we are, to recognize and have the courage to speak truth about what is obsolete, and then to partner to ensure that we are speaking the same language with the same motivation, inspired by the opportunity of it all, but then doing the work of updating how we have been talking and thinking about our exploration.
The fuck is he saying?
I am so impressed. I mean, I can't imagine how smart
talking
it is
about.
to talk
That was the
that
biggest
long with
motherfucking
zero
word salad.
content.
That was the biggest motherfucking word salad I read in my entire goddamn life. First of all, Kamala Harris, and I hate doing this to a black woman. She's black.
Is she black though?
American. Stop calling her African American. Her dad's Jamaican, her mom's Indian. How the fuck is she African American?
Yep.
Huh? Secondly, she lied her ass off. I was listening to Tupac in college. No, the fuck you wasn't.
Yes.
No, the fuck you wasn't.
Yep. She's full of shit.
Oh, God.
Did she fuck? She fucked that one. What was it? Willie Brown in California, and that's how she got ahead.
Used her like a fucking chew toy. From what I heard.
Yeah. It's not what came out of her mouth that got her to where she is. It's what came
in her mouth.
Exactly.
Like I hate that she's that close to the fucking White House because all
Yeah.
it takes is one bad hit from Biden, and now we got President fucking Harris.
Yeah,
Jesus.
another bicycle riding media stunt, and she's the president. You know, like
Yikes.
right?
Fucking yikes.
I think it'd be great. And then of course she added later.
But like, oh man, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about 2024, Quincy? I know you're like you don't give a fuck about politics.
I really listen. I don't give a fuck who wins because no matter who wins, I still got to get up the day after election night, inspect my motherfucking truck, get on the fucking road, and get this fucking money. And that's just what the fuck I'm gonna do. Now, as far as 2024, my message is the same to both parties. You motherfuckers better be grooming the next class under you. Because, you know, you motherfuckers literally the old guard. Some of y'all ain't going to be here in even 10 years. I hope that Democrats and Republicans are grooming the next generation. Because
they're
if they're
grooming.
not,
They
love
definitely
to
out there
groom.
grooming. There's
Yeah.
no question about that.
not that grooming you damn Neanderthals. I mean grooming them with
Tom Woods, what?
grooming them with the premise of being in office for the next 20, 30 years. Because if you're not doing that, if you're just focused on your castle, your kingdom, again, how old is Nancy Pelosi? 81 or something like that. Which, by the way, Nancy, if you're listening, nice tits. But it's like, I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, she's a big fan.
I don't. Okay, I don't agree with the words she says, but god damn, what I motorboat them goddamn sweater kittens. Anywho, I hope that they are
just that's
You and Otto both.
Yeah.
dude. I blow her back out like a birthday candle. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. But I hope that they're teaching a new generation.
That is the most disgusting thing we've ever had said on this show, Quincy.
You obviously have not.
We had somebody talking about Harriet Tubman's nudes.
You obviously not been in my timeline. I've said way worse shit than that. You kidding me?
Okay. And out of respect to you, I just posted a recent Nancy Pelosi video that maybe we could ogle at and admire her beauty.
Hey, listen, when she was on the beach and she had her titties out, that was my wallpaper for like 6 months, yo.
You know that was AI, right? Yeah.
Don't care.
Pelosi suggests some pro-Palestinian protesters are connected to Russia.
Oh my God!
Wow.
They're still trying to make this connection. Well,
Eventually it'll stick, right?
Yeah.
You know what? While we're here talking about Israel and Palestine, can I say something about that?
Yes, the floor is yours, sir.
I literally do not give a flying fuck
Right.
at all. I don't want to dime into another war. I don't want to send troops over there. Let them two niggas handle it. First of all, the motherfuckers been fighting since the beginning of fucking time. And I'm of the firm belief if you really want peace in the Middle East, the West has to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out the room and let them two niggas handle that shit themselves. Because it seems like the more the West gets involved, the more shit get fucked up over there. Secondly, and boy, I hope this doesn't get y'all deplatformed. Let me say this here.
Say it.
With regards to Israel, they have put themselves in a very, very good position. That position being, if you even think about disagreeing with them for any reason whatsoever, a lot of people are going to automatically brand you an anti-Semite and a hater of Jews. I am neither. I really have a question for Israel, and it's the same question I have for any country we give foreign aid to. What are we getting in return? That's a valid question. What are we getting in return? I'm going to lowball it and say that we give them $3 billion
Oh, the U.S. government gets a lot in return from Israel. They get something that's incredibly valuable. They get the assurance that the Epstein files will never be uncovered. Okay, and you really can't put a price on that, right? Like that's essential.
I'm tired of hearing about that shit because that shit ain't never gonna get released. And even if it does, nobody's gonna get fucking punished. Nobody that matters. They might
Right, but I'm
some
tired of saying that the United
secretary
States
motherfucker-
doesn't get anything back from all that foreign aid and assisted genocide.
What's up?
I'm tired of hearing people say that the U.S. government doesn't get any benefit from all that assisted genocide there and the money they're spending.
We don't see the benefits, but
yeah,
the
like I said,
connected
you don't
do.
see it. You don't see it.
None of us.
Just what are we getting in return? Like if it's up to me, I'd get rid of all goddamn foreign aid. That's just me. I get rid of all that shit. Go bye-bye. Okay?
So, do you work for Putin?
Are you a Putin apologist?
Let's see what Nancy has to say about people like you.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, here we go.
Organizing is some anger in some corners of the progressive movement over Joe Biden's support for Israel in its war against Hamas terrorists. How concerned are you, especially given the fact that we have seen protesters over and over and over at his
Dana Bash
events?
is such a spook.
How concerned are you that young people, Arab Americans, progressives,
God damn it, so
I'm not
Nancy.
suggesting that they're going to go vote for Donald Trump, but how concerned are you that they might just stay home?
Well, let me just say this because I've been the recipient of their, shall we say, exuberance as regard as recently as in Seattle on Thursday, unfortunately, wanted to disrupt our very exciting democratic meeting there. They're in front of my house all the time.
How much
So
did you drink before this?
I have a feeling for what feelings they have, but we have to think about what we're doing. And what we have to do is try to stop the suffering in Gaza. This is women and children, people who don't have a place to go. So let's
We're just going to
address
send them
that.
weapons constantly.
But for them to call for a ceasefire is Mr. Putin's message. Mr. Putin's message. Make no mistake.
Putin
This
is the one that wants a
directly
ceasefire.
connected to what he would like to see. Same thing with Ukraine. It's about Putin's
Can
message.
someone explain that
I
math to
think
me?
so.
How did she make that leap? so
That
wait,
was
is
a Carl Lewis long jump lead.
Wait, is this the axis of evil? Is this what that is?
Axis of evil, right? So the Orthodox Christian Rush is supporting these Muslim. Like, get the fuck, like, dude, they still want to make this whole Russiagate stick. It's pathetic. It's so pathetic. It's so anybody with like half a brain could just see through they're so desperate. Like, we're not, these people are out of fucking control. Wow. Like it's just, and it's insane when you try to talk to people that they still believe this shit. Like, they really think that there was like Russian collusion. It's like, yeah, that was a lie. It's been a lie.
Yeah,
Still
really
been a lie.
was.
And they're
It
still
really was.
running with it. They're still running with it. It's like
They just double down.
it's just like, okay.
Listen, if it was real, Trump would have got out of office in his 4 years. Because if there's one thing I know about politics is this here, and this goes for both sides. When they really want to get something done, they'll get something done. If the Democrats really wanted to get Trump out of office, they would have did so. But they needed that motherfucker in office because he was their boogeyman.
Exactly.
He was their fundraiser. They had 4 years of, if you just give me one more chance, I'll fight for you and get that man in check. They needed Trump in office more than the fucking Republicans. There was no fucking collusion. Because like you said, if it really was some fucked up shit, they'd have got that motherfucker out the goddamn paint. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. They need him, and that's why it's I don't know, man. 2024, I'm so convinced.
Listen, having said all that, fuck Trump too, because once he got in office, he became just another politician.
Exactly.
Them boys got to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
When he won, the people who really run this shit, the military leaders, the bankers, the globalists, and no, that's not code word for Jews, for all the ignorant niggas listening, they sat that man down and said, listen, congratulations on your win, but here's how shit really fucking works, okay? We don't give a fuck how much money you got. A bullet only costs $1. So unless you want that JK treatment, shut the fuck up and follow orders. And what do? He shut the fuck up and he followed orders. They gave him just enough of his leash to give his base the the illusion that he was doing shit. He didn't do shit in office. He was just another politician.
Yeah.
That's it.
Take the guns first, due process second.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck him. And fuck Joe Biden for saying I wasn't black because I had to think about voting for his punk ass. I'm still mad about that shit, bro.
I don't blame you.
Like, really, nigga? Really? That's what the fuck? And what's even worse is the amount of black people that was agreeing with his dumb ass. Like,
Yeah.
are you serious? Like, I never thought I would see the day
Mr.
where
Crime Bill? Yeah, the guy that put more brown people in jail than anyone in my lifetime. The one who's presided over the killing of brown people for his entire lifetime. Like, what could possibly he do that would be even worse for brown people at home and abroad?
I never thought I would see the day where black people would be okay with white people telling them how black they are and how black they're not, but we here now. And I'm just like, have y'all lost y'all goddamn mind? Have y'all lost y'all? I mean, listen, there was a time that we take a motherfucker like Biden, make his dumb ass sit in the corner wearing a fucking funny hat and whatnot. But now be putting them motherfuckers in office. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Man, and the goofies that are supporting him, and it's just really like, for example, it was just recent, all right. So Quincy, hey, it's February 1st. It's your month, man. It's Black History Month, the shortest month of the year.
Yeah, right.
And,
what the fuck?
Yeah. And then last month they had MLK Day, or Martin Luther King Day, and they had all these goofy politicians in Maryland, especially these black politicians, are all like, oh, MLK Day, MLK, this, that, whatever. And then they're celebrating the fact that they just established, they haven't broke ground yet, but it's been like Congress, whatever the case may be, there's going to be the FBI headquarters in Maryland, in Greenbelt, right outside DC. Okay. So like, and it's set, and then all these black politicians, like, oh yeah, this is so great. Like the FBI headquarters. It's like, but then they're the same ones that are celebrating. Like, it's like, do you realize either the FBI, like these people, they do not know who the fuck their enemy is. They don't understand. Like they have no concept of history. They're just status stooges, NPCs. And it's so sad to see. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? And then and then it's like, wait, this is your president. This is your candidate saying like, oh, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Like, what the fuck? Like, how insulting. Yeah, it's like the level insulting that like, it's so crazy that these individuals are so trapped on this like Democrat.
Don't say it, motherfucker.
I don't want to say it, but it's like they're stuck there. And it's like,
why it's so important.
They literally hate you. They literally are like, look you in the face and say, vote for us. But everything we endorse and stand for, like, why are you still like, why do you support this shit? Why are you voting for these goofies?
You know what? I can answer that question. Because I used to be a Democrat in my younger years. I can answer that question wholeheartedly. And this is not an endorsement of the Republicans. This is just what I saw growing up in Detroit and Houston.
Man, sorry about your Lions, man. That was sad.
Hey, man, I'm proud of them. Shout out to Coach Campbell. They did the damn thing. That the fact they even got that far. Love it.
Hey,
fucking love it.
You know how many kids in Africa are wearing Lions Super Bowl champs?
A bunch
right now.
A bunch.
Exactly.
Nah, they're wearing the Raven. They threw that shit in the ocean. They're wearing the Raven shit, dude.
I'm gonna tell you.
They threw that shit in the Nile.
I'm gonna tell you, in my opinion, why a bunch of black people will vote blue no matter who. For not even decades, for generations in the black community, all in the media, in the church, we were embedded with one thought. Hey, y'all, we know shit is bad in Detroit and Philly and Baltimore and Houston and wherever else there's a bunch of black people are at. We know it's bad. We know this. But we also know this here. No matter how bad it is, we promise you
it could be worse.
Republicans, it'll be 100 times worse. And that shit was embedded
The
into
fear
their
mongering.
fucking mind. That's why when Trump said what he got to lose by voting for me, in the minds of all the black people, more, or in some cases, everything. Because a lot of us have been brainwashed to believe that no matter how bad it is under Democrat control, it'll be a hell of a lot worse if a Republican got in there.
Well, this is our sacred institution of democracy. It sounds like you guys aren't really fans.
First of all, we're not even a goddamn democracy. We're a constitutional republic.
No, it's a pedophile oligarchy, but that's beside the point. But but this democracy is so important that if you listen to people on TV, they're saying this is why they have to lock the border down, because people might get over here and vote the wrong way and just spoil everything. I mean, it's working so well as is that it would be a shame, right, if we got outvoted somehow.
Fuck voting. Shit. Handle your business. Listen, I haven't voted since the 2014 midterms. And I'm a hell of a lot better off now than I was then. Voting didn't have a goddamn thing to do with it. Like, at all. At all. It all comes down to personal responsibility. I've been saying it and I'm going to keep saying it. Don't give a fuck who's in office. Don't give a fuck who controls the House of the Senate. Bitch, I got work to do, and I'm gonna fucking do it. It's as simple as that. And if that means breaking some bullshit law that I never voted for or gave consent to, well, in the words of Al Bundy, it's only cheating if you get caught. So now what? You know?
Yep. Yeah, but it's goofy out there. People just need to like focus on them. You know, they're
focus on yourself.
Your
family, your friends, your health, your wealth. Rest of this goofy shit. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold. Rest of this goofy shit. Fuck them. Fuck them. Like you want to be doom and gloom? That's on you, dog. Me, we on doing positive shit over here. Onwards and upwards. You know, like I don't have time for woe was me to stick my head in the sand. Like the landlord doesn't care about my tears. Neither does the light bill or the cable bill. It's like Goodfellas. Fuck you, pay me. I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking hell, man. I went from, fucking poverty and sleeping on couches to making $100,000 a year 2 years in a row. Don't fucking sit there and tell me shit can't get done. Especially nowadays in 2024. Like, if you sitting there telling me you can't find a way to legally make money, you fucking suck. And I'll say that to your face in front of your mother. You fucking suck.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, B. Dude, we got motherfuckers making money from video games and not building them, playing them.
Playing them.
In some cases, watching video games.
Right. Yeah,
dude. Don't tell me you don't know how to fucking make it. Fuck you. Your bitch ass ain't try hard enough, motherfucker. Fuck is you talking about? Like, nah, fam. You know what? Phrase I've been saying now for about 8-9 years. This is the greatest motherfucking country for a dumbass to be successful. It really the fuck is. Fuck. Do something. Shit, go start OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck. Shake your ass. Shake your dick around. I don't give a fuck. Go get some fucking money. But don't sit there and tell me you don't know how to fucking make it when motherfuckers is giving you the blueprint every fucking day.
Quincy is not black pilled. He is white pilled.
You know what? I'm no pilled, man. I'm just me. And I'm tired of the bullshit, man. Tired of the motherfucking excuses, man. Like, we don't do excuses over here, man. We just handle our fucking business. And even if we fall short, damn it, at least we gave it the best we could. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't sit around here blaming other motherfuckers for situations that we put ourselves in. Fuck all that. End of the day, personal responsibility, man.
Amen. Man, I don't know where it would church. I think you said it all, man.
Just saying, B. Like, there's. I mean, with very few exceptions, there's no excuse for somebody in America not to be successful, or at least be a step or two paycheck to paycheck. No fucking excuses. Like I said, I can see if you're in a vegetative state, or if you're, mentally challenged, or something
Hey,
like
look at AOC. Come on, she's made it that far.
You know what?
Look at Fetterman.
Like,
You know what? I got. You know what? I don't know nothing about
Which
Fetterman.
one?
I just know he
Joe
was a
Biden,
hoodie.
man. He's
I just know
president.
Fetterman was a hoodie, and his wife is somewhat decent. As far as AOC, you know what? I gotta respect the fact that she at least went out there and won her district, and her opponents got to feel like a fucking nincompoop. This was a 10-term Democrat who dialed it in. He was riding away, figure, I've been there 10 terms, ain't nobody gonna challenge me. And nigga, you lost to a fucking bartender. I know that. Hey, I know election night, that nigga must have been crying. Like, what the
but
fuck?
you know what? I think everyone was sick of the status quo, and she came in and saying, like, no, I'm going to represent you progressives. You're finally going to have a voice in Congress. We're going to get free this, free that, and then she gets in there, and then once she's in, starts. She's like, "What can I do, Miss Pelosi? What do I vote on?"
No,
and then she became the embodiment of the establishment, like while giving cover. Right, while giving them all those progressives a way to get involved again, and then she brings them all in, and then boom, back into the establishment.
But again, what has she actually done? What laws has she helped to get passed? What bills has she helped to get passed? Hell,
all the terrible shit that they've passed, she's helped do it.
Let's keep it simple.
All the wars, she's helped do the wars.
Again, how has her district gotten better through things that she has done? Only thing I know about her in her district is that she stopped an Amazon warehouse from coming there, and she was gloating about that shit. She was gloating about being a fucking jobs killer. So again, how has her district gotten better through things that she has done? Because I can't think of a single.
Of course, it hasn't. She works for Nancy Pelosi and the weapons manufacturers. It's not about the industry, It's just that the joke is on the people that voted, thinking they're going to get something different. The same people that voted for Obama thinking he's going to give something different. Same people voted for George Bush when he said that we're going to get a humble foreign policy, no nation building. Like every single person campaigns on shit and then they do the exact opposite. Guaranteed.
Yep.
Did Joe Biden campaign on kid sniffing? No. Right. But like,
hey man, I got these heavy legs, man. And the kids got to run up and grab my leg. Nigga, what the fuck? Bruh, anybody else saying that shit would be looking at indictments.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Hey, man, first of all, ain't no nigga calling himself Corn Pop. Not even in the 60s. Nah, I promise you, there wasn't one goddamn nigga in Delaware, no less, calling himself Corn Pop in the goddamn 50s. Bullshit.
See, you know what? I think he wanted them to call him Corn Pop, but they were calling him Fruit Loops instead.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
This can't be
no motherfucking.
How was that mom just like letting this happen?
Is this the latest? Is this the latest? Okay, first off, that's
I don't know. This looks familiar to me, but
Okay, first
off,
off,
I'm not really a kid sniffer connoisseur.
This looks like a mask. First off, look at how wrinkled his hair, his everything. The hair doesn't even look real.
Who's this guy in the background?
Who the fuck?
You're right. It's a poorly fitted skin suit on an animatronic frame.
Hey man,
Biden's dead, dude. This is not him.
Looking at indictments, but he gets away with that bullshit.
Look at that girl's face.
So this mom's holding a kid for the listeners right now, and this is Biden like coming up and literally like sniffing and kissing and like this is some stranger.
She's feeding her child to a monster.
Like
I don't even do that. Like, what the fuck?
She's just looking down at her phone or something.
Hey, yo, did y'all see that?
Look at my phone.
Dude, okay, look at all those wrinkles. That's not natural. Like, I'm telling you,
listen,
he's dead. It's a CIA skin suit mask.
He is old, motherfucker. He is old.
Wait, if they had the skin suit, would they have the skin suit guy like continuing to sniff kids?
I don't know,
man.
Extra realism. The back of your head and your like scalp doesn't wrinkle like that. Like that looks.
Again,
go back to that video. That's unnatural,
man.
It's not unnatural, dude. It's just old.
I don't know.
That's just how your skin looks when you get old.
I really think we're Big Mike and Obama are in control, and we got some like Biden died a couple years ago in the basement during COVIDs, and we got some like masked Biden out here just sniffing and groping kids and just fumbling and bumbling around.
I think that's the real deal, dude.
You know what? I think it is too, and here's why. I remember, you know what I'm saying, they want to call him creepy Joe Biden. He's all like stumbling and bubbling. However, I've noticed that when he's then when it comes to chastising black people, he's clear, he's concise, he's to the point. No, hear me out.
Well, he's had a lifetime of practice doing those remarks.
Yeah,
Hear me out, bro.
yeah,
Hear me
that's
out, hear me
that's
out.
like an autonomic function for him.
Hey, yo, hold on. Hear me out.
Okay,
I remember right after he said that shit about you ain't black, there was leaked audio of him having a meeting with influential black pastors, chastising them for not getting more of the black vote to him. And like you said, in that audio, he didn't stutter, he didn't fumble, he raised his voice, he was clear, blunt, to the point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, so in front of like the regular media, but when you're chastising us, all of a sudden you're a goddamn rose scholar and the stutter goes away. Nah.
Was this before the adrenochrome supply chain shortage?
The who, the what, the what?
The adrenochrome.
The adrenochrome supply during COVID, there were supply chain shortages, including adrenochrome. They were having trouble finding children.
Adrenochrome?
Oh shit! We'll have to save this for the after hours.
After
We're gonna have to save the adrenochrome talk for the after hours.
Speaking of which, we're about to head over there.
Quincy, you gonna join us? You want to plug away before we get out of here?
I can plug away for a little bit because baby girl is on her way home pretty shortly. And
okay, we'll plug away. How do people follow you?
You can find me on Twitter at not a BBW lover. That is me. I'm verified. Technically I'm on Instagram, but I haven't posted in like 9 years. It's just one post of me eating ass from back in the day. So if you want to get in touch with me on Twitter at not a BBW lover, be forewarned, my timeline is a Greco-Roman clusterfuck.
Dude, it's great. I love it. You're a great follow.
I try. Thank you.
Yeah, well, come on in for the after hours for a little bit. And then, if you got a dip, whenever.
Yeah. Just send me the link and I will, or is it the same one here?
We got you.
All right.
So, yeah, let's get out of here.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching. You can see our after hours program on the Patreon. That's patreon.com/punkrockliberatorians. We've also got t-shirts for sale on libertariancountry.com. You can enter code PRL to save 10% on those. And yeah, I think that's it.
Wait, one last thing before we go. Beans belong in chili. Pineapples don't go on pizza. Birds aren't real. And Han shot first. And I'm out.
Yep.
You heard it first.
Heard it
oh,
first.
Shit, he's literally out. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, until next time, live free
or die.